Alright, draft started. Let's go. Round 3. I'm a little bit antsy right now because after this I'm going to go and get a picture frame for a bunch of art that I have. So, my opponent better hurry up. That's all I'm saying. I'm doing this for you guys, by the way. If I was doing this for me, I wouldn't even be here right now. I'd be halfway to IKEA. Yeah, I can keep this. It's got an anticipate. It's got both my colors. It's got some removal eventually. Yeah. And another land? Wow. How did we get so good at this game? Rot Shambler. We passed a couple of those. Get this white land. Kozilek's Chandler, pretty sweet. I spy with my little eye, turn 6 breaker of armies. No blocks. Both Clutch of Currents and Sheer Drop are pretty good against the Rot Shambler plan. Because it's pretty all in. I think right now I don't really need a coastal discovery, so I'm just going to take one of these islands and run it. Helmar Tide color, huh? In that case. Coming in love. I will, in fact, get back a Sheer Drop. Not really interested in bouncing either Blister Pod or Eyeless Watcher, so. Green Warden. Alright, our opponent doesn't really have a lot of good stuff to Green Warden back, fortunately for us. We definitely do want to Sheer Drop the Green Warden as opposed to bouncing it. Rot Shambler is something that's definitely worth bouncing, though. Bone Splinters. Sure. I mean, it's not the plan. Interesting. Opponent did not feel up to attacking, which is fine. Maybe didn't want to give me a target for a Sheer Drop. Joke's on them, though. I don't have another land. Ooh, now I have another land. Guess I just play Conduit of Ruin, right? It's a good card. I think we're not going to search. Well, we're going to fail to find, is what we're going to do. Because I want to shuffle the Coastal Discovery into my library. So, yeah, we're just failing to find here. stab hammer. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, Hedron Archive. Do I have enough mana to cast both? No, I don't. So I figure I just play Breaker Armies, right? Yeah, he's big. Big gentleman. Can easily block a Rot Shambler. Opponent only has one card in hand as well. We're gonna have to be careful about that Green Ward Numerasa though, because there is a Bone Splinters in the graveyard. Yeah, opponent is now just end of turn scrying. And pumping up their Rot Shambler. Bottom. So we're probably gonna see another Scion. Bite it. And another one, wow. Golly. So I think next turn, potentially, I can Clutch of Currents with Awaken. Yeah, that's fine. Feeling like you're not getting a lot of targets for that one, buddy? I can Clutch of Currents with Awaken. Hit the Rot Shambler and attack with my guys. Does that sound right? Or like I could shear up something, or I could just play Hedron Archive and kill something, but alright, well. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. And I think we just killed a Green Ordnum Marasa. Murasa. Right, okay, so 5, 7, yeah, 8. And this thing gets it. My opponent gets to scry, which is kind of unfortunate, but I would have. Well, you have to choose the target before the scry anyway, so never mind. When Green Order Numerasa dies. Oh, so my opponent targeted Green Order Numerasa, which you cannot do. This card is not that good. You may exile it. If you do, return target card from your graveyard. So that's not how that works, and they chose to exile it anyway. So that's unfortunate. On my opponent's part, just misclicking that. Take it. And they get to scry. So we are much better off than had my opponent gotten back like a bone splinters or even complete disregard. Yeah. I like Rising Miasma. I also like Dispel. I kind of like Scour from Existence more than either of those, though. Take out, like, the rune processor. Yeah, I think having a giant removal spell is worth it. Yeah, I'll keep this. Alright, Hedron Archive, your favorite and mine. That is something we're probably going to have to deal with sooner rather than later. Depending on whether we draw another land, I might do it soon. Just next turn. We got a Shambler. Alright, so we did draw another land, which means that I can just completely disregard this guy. And F8. Like, the point of having Pilgrim's Eye at this point isn't to fix my mana, but to just hit my land drops. Like, Drown of Hope is pretty important. The Awakening cost on all of my spells are pretty important. So, now we can just use Pilgrim's Eye when it's convenient on our curve, and, Slab Hammer, sure. And work things out that way. I'll take it. Please, return a land. Sandstone Bridge, even better. Like, right now I'm playing Incubator Drone because it's more convenient curve-wise. And then next turn, I'm going to play a Pilgrim's Eye, or I'm going to play Hedron's Archive. Well, hopefully I'm going to draw land. Even if I don't, though, I'm playing Hedron Archive into Pilgrim's Eye into land drop. It's all about the curve, yo. Not attacking with a Rot Shambler, huh? Alright, we drew a land. Sweet. Hedron Archive, Hedron Archive. Pilgrim's Eye. Yes. Planes, please. Not really interested in Incubator Drone attack right now. We're currently in it for the long con. Opponent not planning on attacking with the Rot Shambler apparently, which I disagree with. It's not really my business though. Alright, now we are attacking with all three. Take 4. any Shadow Glider. So why not? Got so much versatility with my removal, right? Or with my cards. I'm just never attacking with the Rot Shambler ever. Deal. With my board state, that is. Alright, Gideon's Approach, that's pretty sweet. I'm totally fine attacking with all of these. Like, Blister Pod can block one of my guys. It's fine. Now, Rot Shamblers get bigger, but that's about all that happens. In addition, I have infinite mana, so I can both Scour from Existence and Gideon's Reproach it if I wanted to. If I felt like my opponent was going to kill me this turn, which happens to be incredibly unlikely. Sure. Opponent not attacking. Deal. We're gonna draw some cards. Ooh, and we have an exiled creature too. Alright, I'm one short. I think I play Core Entanglers. I'm actually too short. So I'm gonna play Core Entanglers. Triggered ability goes on the stack. We'll tap this guy down. And next turn we can play Halmar Tidecaller to tap something and bounce another thing. So that's pretty good. It's going to be very difficult for our opponent to win without, I don't know, a flyer. And even then we have 11 zillion answers to flyers. Deathless Behemoth. That's not gonna do it, friend. Ooh, Breaker of Armies. Card's fun. I think I just pass. Like, what am I really worried about? Quarantine Field? Nah, Quarantine Field doesn't even do it. Quarantine Field, in fact, nets me mana. Or nets me a card. Not nets me a card. I will still have a card, so. Yeah, I was about to say, I expect my opponent will be executing an all-out swing at this point. So we're going to move 2 blocks. Block here, block here, block here, and block there. Opponent is saying GG, so got there. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow on the daily draft, and until then, remember, take Magic 1 draft at a time.